Hey guys, I got another box of cards to open up here. It is 2015 Score Football. Like the 2016 version, come in a very ugly box. It is white with black print. The 2016 looks basically the same, but opposite colors. The other video that I did before was the 2016. Now we're going to rip a 2015 and see if we can get anything interesting out of it. Hopefully we can get some good rookie cards. Otherwise it'd be great to get an insert. In the 2016 version, which you can find in my other video, we did pull an autographed card. Unfortunately it wasn't of anyone of note. So let's open this up and see what we can get. For those of you who haven't seen my videos before, I try and open up different types. I'm getting back into collecting here, and I want to see what all the different types of packs look like now, what the cards look like, and really experience this stuff with new eyes. Trying to help people out as well. There's not a lot of resources out there that I can find, at least, for trying to see which types of cards are good, which type are bad. From the first box of Score, it's pretty safe to say Score is not something that I'll probably be buying in the future, but maybe this box of it will turn me around. The 2016 version was really ugly, and we didn't really get anything out of it that was too interesting, so let's open up one of these and see what kind of stuff the year before had to offer. I don't know if these packs are set up the same way as the last ones, with most of the inserts being in the back, but we'll flip through the first half of it so people can see what the cards look like in case you're actually looking to buy. I know that I try to do that with a lot of different stuff. You know, go online, see what the cards look like before I buy any of them. I didn't do that with these because I couldn't find a video that had any of the Score stuff in it. So I figured I'd buy some and make a video to try and help out anyone else. The cards, they're not bad looking. I kind of dig the colors at the bottom with the team colors, like the Eric Ebron card here, with the Lions blue down the sides and that little bit of metallic color on there. The 2016 versions were pretty ugly. These ones are a little bit cleaner looking, and that little splash of color does a lot of good. It doesn't wash them out as much as the rest of them. It does look like the inserts are probably, again, in the back, and this series does the same thing where every 5 or 10 cards they put them upside down just to make you flip back and forth. But that's not that big of a deal to most people. To me, I just find it very inconvenient. Talk about a problem that probably doesn't need to be discussed, right, guys? Paul Leslie, Cam Newton. You know, the cards themselves, Derek Carr, that's actually kind of a cool pose. The cards themselves aren't too bad. Odell Beckham Jr. And that's got kind of a digital camo border. I'm not really sure what that means or if that's an insert, but yeah, there's no number on the back, nothing to show me that it would be a special card. So I'm going to guess it's not, and it's just the way that card looks. Ooh, we got a thick one here. Robert Woods, scored jersey of Robert Woods. He had a great year last year with the Rams. Maybe he's turning his career around. It's always kind of neat to, feel what the jerseys actually look like when they're 2 inches by 2 inches and pulled as taut as can be. Not a lot of stuff in the back, but still pretty cool card. I really like the inserts with the jerseys and the autographs, so I'm happy to get this. Kind of wish it would have been for a bigger name, but that's quite all right. Kurt Warner, Gridiron Heritage. Kind of an odd card. He's been retired for a while, so they've been doing this a lot from what I've seen of some of the other packs I've bought. Having some of the bigger names from history come back and be a part of these sets. I'm guessing they're trying to entice people that gave up the hobby or that romanticize these former players like Doug Flutie, trying to get them to come back and buy more packs. But I guess they'd have to see it to know that they're there in the first place. Team leaders: Cam Newton, Jonathan Stewart, Kelvin Benjamin, Charles Johnson. It's kind of a cool looking card. Ozzie Newsome. Then we got some rookies: Shane Ray, Mike Davis, Kevin White. Oh, Kevin White. Is he still technically a rookie if he never plays? I mean, he shouldn't be. He's probably a third-year guy now, but dude is never on the field. Vince Mayle, Kenny Bell, Josh Harper, franchise, Tom Brady. That's kind of a cool-looking card. All-American quarterback Marcus Mariota. That's kind of cool. I like that. Probably hold on to that card. I'm sure it's not worth much, but I do collect rookie cards, so it is nice to get one that actually looks kind of nice, even if he is in his college jersey. So we'll separate those rookies from, I guess, the insert cards for right now, and move on to the next pack. The packs themselves, being fat packs, are okay. I guess if you really wanted to just rip through these, you could do it really quickly since all the inserts are in the back. You wouldn't even have to look at the rest of the cards. Got Gronkowski on the front, Big Ben right next to him. A couple of people that see each other a lot, it seems. Eddie Lacy. Oh, poor Eddie Lacy. He had a good career going in Green Bay, and then he left. Well, good career, I mean he had job security in Green Bay. So we'll zip to the back of this and see what other stuff we got back here. Fran Tarkenton Gridiron Heritage. And this one's red, so I don't know if that means that this one's better than these other ones. I don't know if there's any kind of a market for these kind of inserts or score as a whole, I guess. But the red definitely looks a little bit nicer than the white does, I think. Stands out a little bit more. Team leaders: Washington. All-time franchised: Dan Marino. Heritage: Steve Largent. Team leaders for the Chargers. I hate having to flip these back and forth. Eddie Goldman, Eric Armstead, Kevin Johnson, Todd Gurley. Now there's a card that I was kind of hoping to pull. You know, I hold on to the rookies, and he's definitely a guy that's been proving himself, minus his down year 2 years ago. But he's been proving himself as a pretty complete running back. Not like in the college jersey, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do there, I guess. Amir Abdullah, he's a guy that fantasy owners seem to go crazy over, and he doesn't really seem to put the numbers on the field, though. Same with Jay Ajayi. J.J. Watt, he's a personal favorite. He's one of the guys that's probably on my bucket list for guys I want to get an autograph card and a rookie card for. I'm not sure how long that's going to take or if I'll just end up buying it online, but he's definitely a good dude on the field and a good dude off. And then Rob Gronkowski, All-Pro. Moving on to the next pack. And zip into the back. If there's certain cards that y'all are looking for, let me know. I can absolutely send some of these out. I don't keep all the regular cards. I usually just pitch them. Eric Armstead scorecard, which I'm assuming means it's worth a little bit more, or maybe you put together a whole scorecard set. I don't know. Team lead for the Jets. And that team lead card looks different too than the other ones did. It's got more color to it, and maybe that's just gold or green because the Jets are green. Not really sure. Franchise Cam Newton. Team Lead Giants, Gridiron Heritage Brett Favre, sophomore Teddy Bridgewater, who lost his job and almost his career, but now it's looking like he might get another chance. Cameron Artis-Payne, David Cobb, Michael Dwyer, Blake Sims, Jameis Winston. I'm not going to lie, as a Bucs fan, this is definitely the reason I bought this box. I like Jameis Winston, crab controversy and all. I'm definitely holding on to this one. Team lead for the Vikings, and Jordy Nelson All-Pro. We're going to keep ripping and keep going through these. And hopefully anyone that's watching this to try and get an idea what the cards look like, you know, you can see the images on the cards are nice. You know, they're pretty clean looking. They're not the most fancy card that you're going to find, but, you know, for a beginning collector or someone who wants volume over value, you know, it's not a bad set to pick up. And zipping all the way to the back here. Got franchise Kelvin Johnson, which is ironic because the franchise turned around after he retired. Finally made it to the playoffs. Franchise Derek Carr, sophomore Jarvis Landry, team leaders Houston Texans, sophomore Sammy Watkins, Melvin Gordon rookie card. He's another guy that's on my list. Always good to pull one of the guys that are actually doing something. Tyler Henke, Bruce Petty, Eric Flowers, Shaq Thompson, Malcolm Brown, Gridiron Heritage, Derek Brooks. Oh, that's kind of cool. We got the Derek Brooks autographed ball right back here, which I don't think you can see over the packs, but that's Mr. Derek Brooks right there. Signed this ball for me. Pulled his Gridiron Heritage card. Might put that in a case and just set it next to the ball. And it's Richard Sherman. So we're zipping through most of the regular cards. We looked at a few of those. And what is this? Ground Gainers, Le'Veon Bell. And if you can't tell because of where my fingers are, some of the card is missing. That's kind of cool. I always have a hard time with these cards just because they seem to have an issue when you put them in sleeves with nicking up that corner right there. I do like the way they look, but I have, on occasion, damaged that quarter trying to get them in. Matt Ryan franchise. Cowboys team leaders. John Elway, Gridiron Heritage. It's a pretty good card. Kelvin Benjamin, sophomore selections. Randy Gregory, Trey Waynes, Antoine Goodley, Jamison Crowder. He's been coming on late. Tony Lippett, Ty Montgomery. He's had a universal role in Green Bay, playing some running backs, wide receiver for him. Hopefully he can keep it up. Team leaders for the Colts. And this one's gold. And their team color is not gold, so I'm not exactly sure what the team color signifies or if this one's worth a little bit more. If you know anything about these cards and know why some of them are gold, some of them are red, some of them are green, some are just white, and if there's any difference to them, let me know. All-American Todd Gurley. That's not a bad-looking card either. Liking what I've been getting so far. Kind of hoping that we can get a second hit out of here and pull something in addition to the one jersey swatch that we got. And again, we're zipping to the back. Antoine Smith scorecard. He's, I believe, out of the league now. Emmitt Smith ground gainer. That's kind of cool looking. Again, with the same piece of the card missing. It's nice though. It looks pretty good, pretty clean. Team leaders for Seattle. all-time franchise, Barry Sanders. He was one of my favorites growing up. He's a guy that nobody could tackle, no matter how hard they tried. Ben Roethlisberger franchise. Team leaders, Tampa Bay, Levante David, Doug Martin, Mike Evans, Gerald McCoy. That's a pretty nice looking card. It's probably my own bias, but I do like it. Chris Conley, J.J. Nelson, Josh Robinson, Trey Williams, Cliff Woldrow, Jalen Collins, sophomore Bishop Sankey. He's a guy that never got a chance in Tennessee. They just kept adding more running backs, and he's, yeah. And All-American Jameis Winston. I like that too. It's a nice looking card. Very nice. So I will say overall, this year's score looks a lot better than the year before. I'm a little bit happier with it. Kind of hope that we can pull another card that may have some value instead of just a good looking card. The patch card is the only one that we pulled so far that seems to potentially have any kind of actual value. Carlos Williams, showcase rookie card. That's kind of cool looking. I'm not sure if that's just... Oh, it is numbered. 99 of 99. I don't know if you can see that there. Maybe not. Maybe if I tilt it. 99 of 99. That's kind of cool. I've never pulled a numbered card that was actually maxed out to the number. Huh. I might hold on to that one just for that reason. Red team lead for the Bears. Trey Mason, sophomore. Franchise Aaron Rodgers. Team lead for the Saints. Gridiron Heritage. Len Dawson. You know, right away when I saw Chiefs 16, I thought Joe Montana, which is probably not the right thing to be thinking when you see that. Carlos Williams rookie card with a dinged up corner. Max Williams rookie. Nelson Aguilar rookie. He just had a pretty big game in the Super Bowl, so maybe that'll spell big things for him going forward. Sammy Coates, Jeremy Langford, Cody Fajaro, sophomore Odell Beckham, All-American Melvin Gordon. That's kind of a cool card too. I think I've pulled almost all of the bigger rookies from this year out of here, which again, if you're collecting for yourself, is kind of nice. If you're collecting for value, I can't imagine that the rookies out of this are worth terribly much. But there's worse things to do with your money than have a little fun opening some packs. Speaking of worse things you can do with your money, there's Johnny Manziel. He did a lot of worse things with his money. A red sophomore selections card. Team leaders for the 49ers. All-time franchise Brett Favre. Terry Bradshaw, Gridiron Heritage. Team leaders for the Bengals. Brian Bennett. Brett Hundley. He just had a run last year when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and he didn't look very good, so hopefully he can put it together in the future. Andres Pete, Danny Shelton, Bud Dupree, Davis Tull, all-time franchise Jerry Rice, and Amari Cooper All-American. Another one of those All-American cards. They look pretty good. Got 4 packs left. We're going to rip through these right quick. See if we can't pull something else of interest. We're fast forwarding now to the back of the packs right away. Jordan Matthews, sophomore selection, green. Mike Evans, sophomore selection, team lead for the Falcons. Jerome Bettis, Gridiron Heritage, the bus. Franchise, Drew Brees. I'm not even going to attempt his name. Ifo Ekpri Olumu. If any of you know how to actually pronounce that, let me know. That's a guess. I'm not even sure. TJ Yeldon, Ben Kojak, Rashad Perryman, Philip Dorsett, Devontae Parker, who just got traded to the Browns this week. So Hopefully he can have happy trails there in Cleveland, and that doesn't turn out to be his purgatory like it has for so many other wideouts. Gridiron Hero Tim Brown, and an All-Pro Marshawn Lynch. And we got a nice stack of these Send a Kid to the Super Bowl, which I just kind of throw in a pile before I throw away. I should probably see if there's any kids that actually want the things, because I could happily just save them and hand them out to people. The very last card is blank, it looks like. Oh, anti-theft. Classy. Anti-theft, and then another one of these. You'd think these would be enough of an anti-theft device at this point. So we're fast forward into the back. And we got a Playmaker Odell Beckham Jr. cut card. That's kind of cool. Team leaders for the Steelers. All-time franchise, Joe Montana. Peyton Manning franchise. Team leads for the Ravens. And then we got Nick O'Leary, Justin Hardy, Tevin Coleman. He's had a great run with the Falcons. Malcolm Brown, Shane Carden, Garrett Grayson, and another Gridiron Heritage, Jerry Rice, and an All-Pro, Ndamukong Suh. 2 packs left. If you're still there, I appreciate staying around for the marathon. Definitely didn't think it would take this long to get through these, but trying to be as informative as I can on the packs themselves and what I'm seeing, and also, I guess, add a little personal something. So we got 2 cards stuck together here. 2 Packers stuck together here. That is odd. We've got a Playmaker, Donald Driver, who's out of the league now. Franchise, Jamal Charles, who's not with the team anymore. Oakland, team leaders. Heritage, Fred Bischoff. Sophomore, Jeremy Hill. And then we got a nice stack of rookies here with Marcus Mariota. And I think that might complete the list of good rookies from the 2015 class that I'm looking for here. Vic Beasley, Senquez Goldston, Matt Jones. Team lead for the Dolphins. All-Pro Antonio Brown. You know, the nice thing about these sets is sometimes me and my friends will have a weekly fantasy football league with these cards, or with packs, and these are the types of packs that you could really make a pretty good team. You know, open up a pack, see what you get, see who you get, and be forced to make a team out of only guys you get out of the pack. I think that's something I would recommend with these. As far as buying them again, I probably won't pick them up again, or score in general, until I see something a little bit better for them. This one looks kind of cool. It's got more of a black tint to it. I don't know if that makes it more valuable or less valuable. I really wish they still did instead of just saying the number in the set, they had the initials or whatever before it, so I knew if this was better or worse than the other ones. It definitely looks cooler, but I don't know value-wise what that is. Joe Namath, sophomore Andre Williams, team leads for the Cardinals. Mr. Michael Strahan, Gridiron Heritage. And then we have a stack of rookies to finish it up. Quan Alexander, Buccaneer. Insane on the field. Just a motor that doesn't stop and speed for days. Deron Smith, Eli Harold, P.J. Williams, Duke Johnson, Jesse James, franchise Colin Kaepernick, and Justin Houston. All right, guys, so we ended up getting one hit out of the box. Robert Woods jersey card. It's a cool looking card. If Robert Woods turns out to do something, it might be worth a couple bucks. But as it is now, I can't imagine that it's worth too much, given he kind of washed out with the Bills. Again, if you see anything you want out of these cards, let me know. I can definitely try and send away some of the normal cards. I basically want to hold on to the rookies and some of those inserts that catch my eye. Until next time, guys. Peace.